What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day, a fantastic Tuesday. But we've got some Eagles news on the table, so we are live and we're going to talk about it. So appreciate each and every one of you taking the time here, whether you're watching this live, watching this later. Appreciate you guys commenting, liking, subscribing, all the things you're doing to support the channel. Cannot thank you enough, but let's jump right into this, baby. We got ourselves a reserve future contract signing, and all that means is free agency starts in a few weeks, actually, less than. So March 15th, you got the tampering period 52 hours beforehand. So a couple days before, we'll be talking about stuff. But do not fear, I'll keep you up to date with everything. Now, when it's a reserve future contract signing, that's just these guys that aren't like impending free agents. They were on teams' practice squads. They were let go. Things like that, where their future, so they're going to be part of the team once the new league year begins. So they're not technically like they're on the roster. We'll look at the cap, all that stuff once that news becomes available. But people always get worked up by these, oh, why aren't they signing the big names? We should have got Derrick Henry instead. That time period has not come. We are breaking down all the positions right now, got through quarterback, running back, wide receiver, working on tight end. So go check that stuff out. But these are just for the future, man. It's a reserve future signing. It is for the 90-man roster. 90 guys will be competing. Only 53 make the active roster, 16 on the practice squad. So 69 total guys. 31 of these guys won't even make it. So, yeah, just remember that before, some people, this guy's the next starter. This guy's, a bust. It's a reserve future signing. Let's just keep that in mind. But appreciate all of you. Let's jump into it. Tyrion Davis-Price here, former third-round pick by the Niners. And look, this dude, we've talked about him before on this show. And, looking for those power backs, right? We talk about the short yardage, goal line guys. And, well, you've got yourself one right here. Let's take a look at Tyrion Davis-Price, what he's been able to do in his career since he was a third-round pick out of LSU. And I liked his game at LSU a few years ago. We talked about the ability to catch the ball, not only just be that power back, not the greatest at catching the ball, but just being able to do that is a plus. But let's take a look here, and you can see 6'1", seen him listed at 6 foot, so whatever, somewhere in between there, 219. He's only 23 years old, will be 24 here, but out of LSU, as I mentioned, third-round pick in 2020, and you see in the few years he's been in the NFL, only 7 games played, no starts, but he's got 3 yards per carry there, 17.1 yards per game. That's, whatever. Take it with a grain of salt. But one thing I do like is the yards after contact per rush, 2.3. And so every time he's being touched by someone, he's getting an extra 2.3 yards. And that's pretty damn good stacked up against some of the top names in the league. So that's a great sign for a young man, only 23 years old. So, some of these guys you talk about in the right system, not being behind 30 people on a depth chart, certain things that just come into play that, can help someone out. So you never know what you're going to get. But this is a young man with a lot of promise, a former third-round pick for a running back. That's really high. That's good. And he's got that talent. Now, we talked about it. He's got that power that we're looking for. I just think he obviously is getting cut by the Niners due to the fact that he wasn't, living up to that third-round status. And I think, his awareness, from what I've watched, hitting the gaps, just certain things that come in time. And, he's the kind of back where I think when you feed him the ball, he gets stronger throughout the game, like a lot of running backs. And he's somebody you're looking for on an NFL team. Now, if he can get it all worked out, get it all on the same page, that's the kind of back you're looking for. And, I like Tyrion Davis-Price. I do. So adding him, I'm all about it. And, we just talked about the running back room the other day. So what's going on with the Eagles currently at running back. And, you've got Kenny Gainwell under contract. The reserve future guys, we had Lou Nichols. Now you have Tyrion Davis-Price. So now we're at 3 running backs. We've got 3 free agents in Swift, Scott, Penny. Told you guys my number 1 running back free agent option. Just bring back DeAndre Swift. Yeah, Josh Jacobs is out there. Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry. Yep, fantastic. Give me DeAndre Swift. Use him correctly. I will feel pretty good about that. But, if you have Swift, Gainwell, TDP, and then Lou Nichols is on the practice squad, whatever, I'm not against that. Now, keep in mind, as I said during that show, I would be looking in the draft at a lot of these running backs, and the Eagles will. And if there's somebody they'd like, they will take them. So there are definitely, a lot of changes coming to the running back room. This isn't, how we're starting the season here. Free agency hasn't begun. The draft has not even begun. So a lot of work to do here, but we know the running back room needs help here, and you just got it in Tyrion Davis-Price. So let me know how you guys are feeling about old TDP being added to the roster here. Good afternoon to you. Hope you had yourself a great day. Appreciate you taking the time here, Tiffany. Yo, my man Trey, hope you are doing well. We got Gene in here. Let's go Birds, baby. And appreciate you tuning in. Unspoken, let's go. Nope. Only the Niners, as you saw listed there. Is he a contact back? Yes, as I was just mentioning there, that 2.3 yards after contact per rush. That is something that, you want from a running back. That's a lot. Around 2 yards is really good. So 2.3, that's a huge plus. So you're getting yourself a power back. He doesn't have to be the answer. You could find one in the draft. You could sign somebody in free agency. Go check out that show. I'll post it down below in the comments when I'm done here. But I gave you all 52, I think it was 53 something. All of the running backs, restricted, unrestricted, exclusive rights. I explain what all of those things mean. Every single running back that's out there, I show you my top fits. So you can see there are a lot of options for the Eagle to complete this room with, a lot more running backs. And yeah, I want Swift back. That's my main purpose of what that show was. But there's a lot of other options if they don't. So no reason to fret. And, I know some people are worked up about this signing. It's a reserve future signing. Again, they're going to happen all year until free agency begins. They're not going to be your names you've heard of, the first round picks. Oh, this guy's great. It's just not how it goes. But highlights seem good. Well, highlights are always going to seem good, my man, for sure. Yo, my dude, Doyle, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. Also, 49ers, what happened to them in the Super Bowl? Yeah, they suck, man, for sure. They lost that one. But TDP, is somebody, again, that brings something that we were lacking. So last year, Trey Sermon was given an opportunity. Didn't look too great there in the preseason and lost out to Rashad Penny. But even Rashad Penny, we talked about, the Eagles didn't like him either. So they were 4-5, and then they just didn't exist because, as for Rashad Penny only played a couple games due to injury. Boston Scott was better than Rashad Penny. That's why a lot of people confused about why he didn't play. You just don't play your fourth-string running back. It's pretty simple. But, I think that they were trying, right? And yeah, we have the brotherly shove, all that stuff for the short yardage, but it's nice to have a power back, especially if they're going to try to take away the brotherly shove. But I think that TDP adds that wrinkle. You still have the draft again. You still have free agency. You want to add guys like that. Kenny G, he's an all-around back. He can run tough. He's quick. He can catch the ball. He can pass block. That's great. You have your jack of all trades there. But if you bring back DeAndre Swift, obviously you're faster back, catch the ball, do all kinds of stuff, but not exactly, running people over. But TDP, he can run people over. This is what you want from a reserve future signing. He's better than Lou Nichols, in my opinion, and I like Lou Nichols. So, yeah, a lot of competition going to be happening this summer. Didn't read my whole comment. Lacks breakaway speed for sure. Yeah. No, when you guys repeat what I have said there and stuff, it's all good, man. But I hear you. Yeah, and they suck for sure. And yes, for the third time now, you guys, he's athletic, big dude, not the fastest guy. And he does lack awareness, doesn't hit the holes. So if you guys want me to repeat that again, I can. But, for me, this is a reserve future signing. Again, this is competition for this summer. This is not your starting running back. So you're going to hear people whining about it, upset about, this, that. That's just how people are. They just don't know what's going on in their little bitches. So let them. Who cares? This is a good signing before free agency even begins. This is the kind of signings you want to see. So I'm all about it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any thoughts on TDP, you have any questions about him, you can let me know. But let's keep this bad boy moving here, and let's take a look at all of the reserve future signings we have made. So you talk about, why you make these moves. We talked about this. You have 22 free agents. So now you've got guys that are filling out your roster. I'll show you on the depth chart what it looks like. But you've now got 13 options on offense, 10 on defense that, you don't re-sign people, well, then these guys have a better chance of making the team. And again, you're going to sign free agents, you're going to draft people. So this is just making sure these younger guys, provide that competition wherever you may need it. But a lot of players already added. You've got 23 players here. And if you've missed any of these videos on the new players, you can go check them out. If you missed any of these videos from guys that were here last year, well, you can go check those videos out too. I've got videos on everyone explaining everything you need to know about every single player on the entire team. So whether they're practice squad guys, whether it's the reserve future during the offseason, I'm always making a video. You're always going to know everything about the Philadelphia Eagles. That is the purpose here. Now, speaking of those reserve future guys, I mentioned the 22 free agents that we have. Let's take a look at what this actually looks like. So you're going to see it color-coded here, and we're going to start it off with the offense with Tyrion Davis-Price now added into the mix. But anyone in green here is a free agent. Anyone in gray, they are the reserve future signings. Anyone in white is under contract. So you could see quarterback, I feel good. We talked about that position already. Go check that out. Mariota, you could replace him with another vet. Go get a guy in the later rounds of the draft, undrafted, whatever. Running back, okay. Yeah, Swift, Boston Scott, and Penny, all free agents. Again, you've got Gainwell as the only guy under contract, and then your reserve future guys are now TDP and Lou Nichols. So definitely going to be looking to add there, but they're looking to add a lot of places. You see receiver, a lot of free agents there. At tight end, a lot of question marks. Offensive line, who's going to be here next year, who's not. And you got some important depth pieces there as well. So you can see always trying to keep you up to date with this depth chart, but a lot of, moves are going to be made. And I'm going to keep this up to date every time something happens. So here's the defense. You missed any of that stuff. And again, those color codings, the little key is at the bottom there. But you can see, some starting guys, but you've got a lot of younger depth, people ready to step in. So we're going to be doing work this sicko season, ladies and gentlemen, and even the special teams, we do not leave them out. So, look, this team, you're just going to keep filling it out until we get up to 90. And even when you get to 90, probably let some guys go, bring some more back, let another guy go, bring another guy back, let this guy bring that. So it's going to be crazy. And look, man, I think that this team, they've got a lot of great pieces here, pieces that, make me feel comfortable for the future of this team, because you just got to build around them. I know we're going to be missing a lot of players and a lot of things need to change, but hey, man, that's just how an NFL offseason goes. And it's all good, man, all good. And, well, keep tuning in. You'll find out all that stuff. And as we talked about, as I go through this free agent stuff, I talk about each position. Okay, this is where you should be focusing. Maybe, a higher end free agent here. Maybe you're going to look into the draft. I'd rather get younger here. Maybe we should do both. So tune into each one of those. I will be explaining each position, how I feel. And then as soon as we're done with that free agent one, then I get into the draft. I'm sorry, I just do not give away all of my information before I get to that. Nothing against you. I just know a lot of people waiting to come up with ideas by watching this show. So, that stuff will come as it comes, just like every single year. And look, man, you guys will have the offense finished here by the weekend, and then you're going to have the defense started probably by the weekend as well. So I'm going to get through this free agent series, and then we'll have a recap of all of the free agents, and there's a lot. So go check out those other ones. The tight end video will be out by tomorrow, and it's going to keep getting wild. And, dude, it's sicko season. I hope you guys are strapped in, because it's already been nuts. If you checked out those free agent videos, any of the cap stuff, you finally see media people, other content creators finding out about the cap. Thank God, because every offseason it's unbearable when we have to hear about how the Eagles don't have cap. And I try to explain how you create cap space. Finally see people stealing that content. Thank God. And, it's just, we got to get people on board. Get excited, because good things are coming. Yeah, the media, a lot of whiny fans are going to be upset for a long time. That's just what they do, man. I get it. Trust me. We have to just laugh at these people and stay excited, man. Stay in your zone, because to me, this team, they're pissed off. They're hungry. They know the things they need to change. So that's what's about to happen. That's what the offseason is for. I don't know who's telling all these fans that we can't draft, we can't sign people, but that's just not how things work. We will be adding a lot to this team, and they will be very different looking in a couple months from now. So It is what it is. And yo, my man Wheels, hope all is well, my friend. Appreciate you tuning in, and a happy birthday to you as well. And all of you sickos, hope you're having a great day. And Jenkins and Smith get a chance. Don't remember. Yeah, they had their chances last year. They were both on the practice squad. If you guys remember any of those videos, breaking down Jenkins, breaking down Smith, and yeah, they got their opportunity. You didn't see any reps because they're on the practice squad. They're not good enough to be on the roster. So to be seeing, play time on game day, you have to be good enough to make the active roster, or at least get elevated. And well, they both weren't there. So unfortunate. And you guys know I've talked about Brandon Smith. He is my one buddy's cousin, actually, and I was able to meet him before. A really great kid. I like the kid a lot. Just you've seen, they can't really find a place for him. I think what's happening right now is they're trying to come to the realization that just like with Hassan Reddick, he is not an off-ball linebacker, and they just need to use him as more of that tweener role, which you just saw on that depth chart. I have him behind Hassan Reddick, Nolan Smith. So he plays that position. Same as Terrell Lewis. He's more of an edge rusher, that defensive end outside linebacker. He's not an off-ball middle linebacker kind of guy. That's not what they play, but they're going to have opportunity. We'll see if Brandon Graham comes back, but Brandon Smith will have an opportunity. He's got some competition there with him. And then Jenkins, he's got an opportunity as well. I think Stoll will be brought back as a restricted free agent, and I think that Calcaterra, he'll get an opportunity, but they'll be adding to the tight end room. They need to add to the tight end room. I'm actually working on that show. Wanted to put that out tonight, but this show got in the way of that. We'll see. Maybe I can still do it. But, it's going to be a long day at work tomorrow, so I'll get it out as soon as I can to you, I promise. Maybe I'll record it tonight, put it out tomorrow. Well, we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, Jenkins, he's a big dude. We talk about his receiving ability. He's going to have an opportunity to do what Albert O was not able to do. Grant Calcaterra did not do well. Brought in Dan Arnold last year. That didn't happen. So these guys will have their opportunity this summer. They just got to be good if they want to make it. And, I've seen a lot of people complain about both of those people in particular this whole, past season about them not playing. And I don't know how to stress enough that you have to be good enough to make the roster to play. People pissed about Devin Allen. He sucks. Greg Ward. Oh, it's like, they got to be good if they're going to play. Like, this isn't Madden where we could just, and I'm not saying unspoken, that's what you're saying, but I've seen a lot of questions about those. So I'm not sure if those names are being thrown around or something, but unspoken, I hear you, and they've got talent. I do not misconstrue what I'm saying. I've just seen, the people saying like, oh, well, we're such, Howie's an idiot. He didn't do that. And it's like, dog, if EJ Jenkins was better than Calcaterra or Stoll, he would have been there, or Albert O, but maybe he just didn't have time to learn the system. Maybe with an offseason under him, he'll get an opportunity. And with the size he's got, with the receiving ability, he could be perfect. We talked about when we signed him last year. I mentioned him. And Brandon Smith, again, I like him. I personally, I've met the kid, and I think, a great future if he keeps at it, former Penn Stater. And so I'm a fan of the kid, but he's got work to do. And it's the same as I said about Nolan Smith. I like Nolan Smith, but I told you last year, don't expect a lot of reps because he needs work. And this is a very complex defense. And you're running the actual Vic Fangio defense. It's not variations, people trying to be a multiple scheme defense. This is the godfather of the multiple scheme D. So if anybody can help these people, it's going to be this staff. So I'm excited about these young guys with you guys. And of course, man, that's what I am here for. And I think that we've got a lot. If you missed any of those reserve future signings that have a lot of promise, go check those out, because you never know. A diamond in the rough could come out of anywhere in the right opportunity with the right coaching around the right players. You never know what can unlock somebody. These are human beings, so anything can happen. And I'm hopeful for all these young men. They're Eagles now. So best of luck to them. But Tyrion Davis-Price, I think this young man, perfect power back that we've been looking for. Hello to you, Teresa. Hope you're having a great day. But that's all I've got for you guys. And I will put out that tight end video either tonight or tomorrow, whenever the hell I can do it. But if you guys have any further questions, anything else on your mind, please feel free to leave it down below. But we're going to run through this. I'm going to get the offensive linemen should be a lot quicker because I'm not going to have like a lot of stats and stuff that go with, the free agent stuff. But it's going to have the interior linemen and the exterior guys like separated as well. So it might be, a big show as well, but maybe not as crazy with the top, whatever. You'll see. But we'll get through the tight ends. We'll get through the offensive linemen. And I know that defense is something we really want to talk about. And look, these pieces on offense are pretty important. So we talked about all of them. Go check them out. But the defense, oh boy, we got some really great options out there. So I'm excited for it. Need the best edge rusher coach we can get. Yeah, no doubt, man. And you've seen that we had a lack of production last year. So Clint Hurt being brought in here, I think is going to be huge. Now, we talked about it. Having an inside linebackers coach, you're going to have an edge rushers coach probably. So whoever Hurt brings under him, all that stuff, I'll keep you guys up to date with all that. But good news from Madoc. Yo, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go, my man, Patrick. Yo, definitely in our prayers here, all the good vibes, all the good energy, whatever you guys believe in, send them Patrick's way. My man, yo, Wheels, we are always pulling for you here. Happy to hear that you got some good news. Know you're going through it, but we're all pulling for you, dude. Hope that you just continue to improve, continue to get good news. As I always tell you, you ever need somebody to talk to, please feel free to reach out. I know that, times can get tough, and when they do physically, it can really be draining mentally. I'm not saying that's what's happening to you, but it happens to me a lot. So just from a place of understanding, I totally get it, man. Now I have no clue what your situation, obviously I'm not going through that, but we can stick together here, my friend. That's what I'm trying to say. And I love you, dude. Hope things just continue to improve. Love that you got some great news. Truly appreciate you throwing those super chats out, my man. And today's your birthday. No, it is not my birthday, but that is a running joke that we have. I truly appreciate you, though. And happy birthday to all of you. DeAndre Swift, you son of a bitch. But fantastic news, man. We love to hear that in these parts. And hopefully Rashad Penny. Hopefully this is a player that wants to play. Obviously, Penny, 30 years old, completely different player. So I've seen a couple people mentioning it. I don't know who's telling people that this has, Tyrion Davis-Price, they have to treat him like Trey Sermon or Rashad. Do people watch football? Do they understand that, people are different? Like, these are different situations. This is a different, if he's good, he'll play. Like, that's a key. And I think people, if they watch football, they would understand, like, you got to be good. So Rashad Penny, listen closely. If he wanted to play, he had to be good. I know, wild breakdown there, but he just wasn't. So as running back 4, you're not going to get carries. I know that's a wild. I know that's pretty complicated there, but we just hope that he's good. But again, keep in mind, it's a reserve future signing. So don't get, offended or upset if he's not on the roster, if you thought he was going to be the next starter. And also, don't get offended if he doesn't make the team, or if he does make the team and he's the 4th running back and doesn't get carries during the game, because it's just, you can look around the NFL. Just running back 4s, they just don't really get much work because they're not good. They're not, at least they're not better than the 3 people in front of them. So it's as simple as I can try to break that down for people. I don't know who's telling people that this, that everybody that played for one team has to be the same. Like, oh, this guy played for the Cowboys, so now he has to play like this. And that's just really lazy thinking from people that have never played football. So I wouldn't follow people like that. I don't know who's putting that stuff out there, but hey, it is what it is. They'll keep hating. I'll keep educating. But I love you too, brother. Happy to have you in this family. We're going to continue pulling for you. We're going to continue praying. Whatever you guys do out there, I don't care. Whatever you believe in, just get those good vibes out there. And look, man, continue to get better. Reach out if you need me. Got some things to get done today. Then I'm going to continue to try to work on that tight end show. Then I got a really long day of work tomorrow. So if anything happens during the day tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to be home in any timely manner until about 4 or 5 o'clock. So don't expect any kind of videos. I was lucky to be home early today, but that's just not going to happen tomorrow. So look, I appreciate all of you taking the time here. I love each and every one of you. If you need me, you need anything, it could just be to shoot the shit. You got stuff going on in life. Trust me, we could always use a friend, and I'm always here for you guys as you are always here for me. I appreciate you guys hitting the like button, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff you're doing to support the channel. I cannot thank you enough. But go tune into all those other positions. I'll put the running back one down in the comments, and I'll break down everything I can. Salary cap. Hey, really appreciate that, Jose. And, I do my best. You see other content creators, media people the last couple of years finally learning to come watch my show so that they don't look so stupid every offseason. We don't have any cap. We can't create. I taught them how to create cap, how you do these things. It's very basic stuff. And, I try to simplify it for everybody to be able to understand. So I love when you guys tell me that, Jose. So let's go, baby. I do my best. I do all the work. You know what I mean? I do all the math, all the annoying stuff, and then just try to simplify it for you guys, so that way you can just see what I'm talking about. Oh, shit, this is how we're going to create space. This is how Howie's going to have even more money to play with this all season. Let's go. So that stuff gets me excited. If it gets you excited, then you're a true sicko and you're in the right parts. And again, a big shout out to all of you who bought those t-shirts, the stickers, all of the sicko season stuff. That means the world to me that you guys are truly tuned in. And I'm not saying you had to be buying something to be tuned in. I'm just saying you guys wanted it. And I was like, nobody's going to buy this stuff, but you did. Even if just one of you did, I would have been cool with it. But I love you guys. I really do. I know you want merchandise, so I'll continue making it. Again, I only make like $1 off each thing, so I'm not trying to make money off you. But you guys want that stuff. I'm going to continue to try to give you what you want. So let's effing go, baby. Hope you guys are enjoying this sicko season. Jose said he enjoyed himself some salary cap. I remember that video. That was a month ago. And so what? We're talking about 5, maybe 6 weeks we've been doing this now. So if you've missed anything or if you've been behind, you can go to those playlists, check out all your heart's desires. You will know everything from the draft picks, the cap space, to everything, all 22 free agents, the key dates coming up this offseason. I mean, I try to do my best to get you guys prepped for what was coming so you had an idea of when I'm dropping stuff. And I don't ever, when you guys ask me, like, who's your guy here? I'm not ever trying to be short with you. Just understand people steal my work way too much for me to just make them smart all the time. I make them smart enough with all the other stuff I give them. So I break it down position by position with free agency, and they steal that stuff. Then I do it with the draft, and I make them sweat all the way. You remember last year, I finally told him it was Jalen Carter, and everybody all of a sudden wanted Jalen. It was like, oh, I got you. So we're going for year 6 in a row of me predicting the Eagles' first-round pick. Woo! So we're going to see if those breakdowns hold any kind of weight there. But I'm glad that those cap ones can help, and I'm glad people enjoy that stuff. But if you like free agency, you like knowing what's going on. So within those, we talked about the quarterbacks. You get to see what the Eagles have at the position. You see each video what the Eagles cap space is for that moment, the draft picks, everything. So you know what I feel the Eagles need to do. Like, okay, this is what we have at running back. We need to draft somebody and sign someone. Okay, I don't really want to sign someone. If we do, I'd rather it be a death piece that costs nothing, and he's just going to be competing this summer. If he makes the squad, great. So I explain all that stuff, and, people still get upset about it. We're not signing it. It's like, look, dog, this is what I do. And we get a lot of these people I talk about. So I just let me do my thing. If your thing is more into the hot takes, the clickbait stuff, the stuff that literally never happens, my sources and people never get things right. If that's your stuff, so much of it out there, man. I know the truth is not for everyone. This is a place for sickos, people that actually love their Eagles, people that know football and love football. Those are the only people that tune in to hear. The people that hate everybody, want to trade everyone, cut everyone, they hate this channel because they're stupid, and I call them out on it, and I have no problem with it, because if you're going to trash my birds, you better know what the hell you're talking about. So, hey, the Dan Sileo ESP clones of the world, let them keep hating. We'll keep educating. But go Birds! And, I don't like that. I try to post it a few times so you guys didn't miss it. But there's usually, when I post those things, whenever I post them, there's like a sale. Like for some reason, it gives you a sale for 72 hours. So that's why I'm so emphatic about doing it then. Because again, I'm not doing it for money because I don't make anything off of it. You know what I mean? I do it because you guys actually want to wear merchandise that I come up with, like whatever my quotes and the pictures and graphics. You're nuts. I love that. But I will, they're all over. If you go to the community section, whatever it's called, like the posts on YouTube, it's there. It's on every single platform. But if you can't find it, just comment on this video when I'm done and I'll send you the link. But there is a link posted multiple times there. You should be able to find it within the last couple of days here. I think yesterday I just posted about it because the sale just ended last night. And I mentioned it on the show yesterday, but that link should be there. And you can get it on a mug. You can get it on, I mean, all kinds of stuff, dude. It is truly wild to me. And the fact that you guys are ordering stuff. And if you guys that do get that stuff, order it. Like, please, please, please. If you're following me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it may be, send me pictures of you wearing it. you putting those stickers on your car, your laptop, your whatever, your child, whatever you're doing. Yep, sticker right on the child, not a t-shirt. But I can't thank you guys enough for that stuff. Like that's too awesome, man. Like, so if you purchase any, let me know with some pictures, man. I would love to see that. I know you're always out there mowing, so maybe slap one of those bad boys right on that mower and you'll be riding on the road to victory while you mow that green, baby. Let's go. But dude, we're all praying for you, all hoping that you continue to rock and roll. We know you're going to. We know that you're on the road to victory, my friend. You can feel it. And look, I'll be back. Hope to see you next time, my friend. Do got to get rolling, though. And look, I'm here for you. Reach out if you need me. But I love each and every one of you. Have yourselves a great rest of your day. It's beautiful out. Go enjoy yourselves, some of that fresh air and sun. But until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!